you're at Sooner Scoop, like, does the radio thing happen straight away? Like, how does that all go?
No, we started a podcast probably, God, we got into the podcast game probably 5 or 6 years in with Sooner Scoop. It might even be less than that. And we, obviously because of the following with Oklahoma and because of the following with Sooner Scoop, we had a good base. And I think that kind of enhanced the Twitter presence. And really the radio thing didn't come about until, I guess the franchise has been around for, God, I think 7 years now. And really it only came around in the last 2 years, just as far as, being on the program. And, I credit Mike Steele a lot for bringing me in and kind of taking me under the wing. And, then the pandemic hit like 6 months into the radio gig, and they had to make some tough decisions up there and, some personal decisions for some people that were on air as well. And it ended up like basically going into work one day and saying, this is how it's going to be. We want to keep you around. Yeah. And you and Todd Lismy are going to host a show from 6 to 10 in the morning. And that was kind of like the first, like, holy crap, I didn't really sign up for this. And I didn't know if I wasn't ever going to step away from it because it was what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in radio. I wanted to have that presence in Oklahoma City. But at the same time, it's like, can you host a show from 6 to 10? Like my only experience really in radio was doing like KGOU stuff, which is a small OU radio station that my parents and aunt and uncle probably listened to when I was on. Like
you have nothing compared to 4 hours of content.
No, not at all. Yeah. And especially, me and Todd knew each other, but we didn't really know each other. And I think that through the pandemic with no sports going on, it kind of helped. It was like, we're going to have to come in here for 4 hours and talk about something every day. And I think that really kind of developed a little bit of a rapport and a relationship and kind of a starting point for what we have now. So it was kind of, it was obviously a terrible situation for a lot of people, but at the same time, it was almost like this, I'm very thankful for it. Like, and that's why, even 2020 is like, it was awful for so many reasons, but professionally it was amazing for me.
Yeah. It's.
And I hate to say it.
No,
that way,
you're not the only person that said that. There's a few people that have been on the podcast that have said the same thing. We've had Culture Coffee on you recently, and they said the same thing, that it was a time where you are, if you're an entrepreneur, you're in a business, or you're starting a business, or you're new to a position, it's a time where you kind of have more time to buckle down and get into your craft, I guess. But you're right, it was terrible for the majority. But for some, and I've been fortunate, it's been great for me in the podcast. It's just, it gives you more time to do things. And I guess there's, you're just more free, I think, to do stuff. And it was, I think people are more willing to go out to do stuff as well because they have more time.
Oh, right? Absolutely.
So they probably listened more. They didn't drive to work. They listened on the radio when they woke up, right? Instead of in their car for 20 minutes.
And I think that it also too, I think that there was a lot of, introspective looks at kind of everybody in life, just in general, and as far as having more real conversations, having more meaningful conversations with people. And, I definitely would never say that 2020 was good, but it definitely, I think, was
it's
a lot of maturing and growing and all that.
Yeah.